For this project, we're going to need the BBC Microbit, the Edubit board, the positional servo motor, the cutout goalie, the magic screwdriver, the servo arm horn, the small attachment screw. In addition, we're going to need the penalty shootout goal cutout, some double-sided sticky tape, mine's a bit thick, you could probably have thinner, and a roll of tin foil or paper to act as a ball. The positional servo motor that comes with the Edubit kit is a servo motor that rotates a rotor arm through 180 degrees, a semicircle. Pointing to the right is 0 degrees, and then you can position it at any point. This is 90 degrees, and this is the full 180 degrees. For our goalie, we're going to have the default position to be in the middle of the goal, upright at 90 degrees. And then to dive to the right, we're going to position the rotor arm at 30 degrees, and then to the left, it's going to be at 150 degrees. Let's program it in MakeCode. So here we are in MakeCode. We use onStart to set the servo position to 90 degrees. This is going to be our default goalie position. We want to fix the goalie upright at 90 degrees to the motor. To control the goalie, we're going to have a forever loop with an if-then-else block. In the if-then-else, we change true to be button A is pressed. To get to the else if condition, we need to click the plus symbol in the if-else block. We can then change the second condition, now reading false, to button B is pressed. The default position is the else statement. When button A is pressed, we want to move the motor arm to a position of 30 degrees, the right of the goal. When button B is pressed, we want to move the servo arm to 150 degrees, that's on the left of the goal. And by default, we want to move the goalie back to the upright position at 90 degrees. To connect the servo, notice that it has 3 cables. Red is for positive, black is for negative, that's to give power to the motor, and then the third yellowy orange cable here is the signal cable that determines how far to move the servo. This is programmed as servo 1, so we connect it to the bottom of the row of pins here. There are 3 pins, and the signal cable goes on the left. So we just position over them and push gently to connect, and there we're ready. So I've downloaded my code to the Microbit, and if you remember, it initializes the motor to be at 90 degrees directly up. So I'm going to put the rotor arm onto the motor, pointing upwards. Then I need to attach my goalie. Do that with the magic screw that came with the kit. Push that through the cutout. Push that gently onto the rotor arm, and then I use the magic screwdriver. Don't know why everything's suddenly become magical. It is magical. So I'm screwing up the screw to attach the goalie correctly to the Microbit. Press button A and it goes to 30 degrees. Button B goes to 150 degrees. And you can see that it always returns to the vertical 90 degrees. Attach the double-sided sticky tape to the base of the goal. Remove the protective cover and place the servo motor on top. I hope you enjoyed this video. You've been listening to Chris Evans. If you want more, it's here. See you next time.